Hey team, welcome back to another video here with me. Today we're going to go ahead and do things a little bit different. So, decided since I'm doing a bunch of little testing videos, guides, tips, tricks, all that stuff, I figured I'd build Phaedread's labs here. But come to find out, not that great of an RP builder. It's kind of what we got working here. We got a couple construction guys here on deck. They're not doing all that well. They're actually mating probably more than they're actually helping, but it is what it is, you know, whatever. Alright, let's go and jump into the video. So today we're going to go ahead and do a tips and tricks video. This is going to be more of like a middle ground to late game, so mid to late game. We already did an early game one. Go ahead and check out that video if you guys want to look at those. This one's going to be a little bit more advanced, so I'm going to show you guys some element tricks, some breeding tricks, things like that, to make your life a little bit easier. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I also wanted to make sure you guys know we are doing a charity event for children. I'm a big charity event kind of guy, but mostly for kids because I feel like they can't do as much to take care of themselves. So I like to give back a little bit, especially about this time of year. So hit up our Discord. Links in the description below if you guys want to go ahead and get involved in that. Right now there's a vote for what the charity is going to be, as well as what we're going to do to raise the funds. So hit up the Discord, let us know, and I won't go ahead and prolong any longer. Let's jump into the first tip. Alright, tip number one. Perfect timing, little guy. Check this out. So, Gachas can be kind of a pain, I'm not gonna lie. Gachas are probably one of the hardest things right now to raise. Their food is super buggy, and as you can see, it just drops so fast. I mean, this thing started at 11:50 and it's already dropping super quick. So, check this out. The actual tip is this. He starts on Wander, leave him on Wander. I'm not gonna put any food into his inventory, and let's check it out. Let's actually watch this here. As you can see, it just started going up. He's at 1300. He's gathering all by himself. This actually works inside, outside. Doesn't have to be out here. He's not actually gathering any of this stuff. Just looks like he's gathering stuff. So as you can see, his food, it dropped all the way back down, obviously because it's not technically supposed to be that high. So it dropped down, but as you can see, he's eating by himself. You don't actually have to feed this guy. His health, 109. His health shouldn't go down. His food should just keep bouncing back and forth. He's up to 110. As you can see, he's going up. I'm not feeding him. He's good to go. You just need to leave this guy on Wander. That's the best and only way to really... Well, you can force feed them, to be honest with you. If you really want to force feed them, be my guest, but... Man, it's going to be... He's actually gathering right now. Check that out. Anyway, if you leave him inside your base, he'll do the exact same thing. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh, he's overweight now. Make sure he doesn't get overweight, so you actually probably want to leave him in your base. Stop gathering. Please stop gathering. Give me this. What are you doing? There we go. Food's going back up now. As long as he doesn't gather off that thing anymore. Okay, so key is to make sure that he does not actually go overweight, because now he's not wandering. Keep moving, bro. What are you doing? No. What are you doing? Alright. So as you can see, oh, there we go. Food went back up. He needs to stay on Wander. He cannot get stuck. If he gets stuck, it looks like he actually stops getting food for himself. So he needs to actually keep moving. Another thing to note is you want to keep this guy actually in render distance, because if he falls through a floor or does something weird like that, he's probably going to die. And I believe his food trick actually stops working. So this is by far the best way to actually raise Gachas. Just leave them on Wander, let them do their thing. And once they actually hit Juvenile, you're going to want to keep an eye on them again. But until then, actually, you know what? It might even work on Juvie. I'm not going to test it. I'm going to let you guys play around with that just because you guys already now know how to keep them through babyface. So hope that's a good first tip. Let's go and jump onto the next one here. And here we go. Alright, this is going to be the second tip. So, second tip is revolving the Managarmrs. I'll still never be able to say that properly, I know it. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. So, the I'm just going to call them Managarmrs? Sure, Managarmrs. Anyway, so these guys actually ended up getting a patch introduced to them, and a lot of people don't actually know about this, so I wanted to go ahead and show it off. So, take a look at this. These guys, and I do want to go ahead and, well, you know, we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so let's just take a look at this. So if you hold E on these guys, they have something new called training. And if you look at their actual care, so his care right now is at 58 minutes. If I go ahead and train him, it drops down to 54. From what I've done, some of the research I've been giving is that can actually drop it on an official server. So from 8 hours, it can drop it down to 6 hours. So you can actually take about 6 hours or 2 hours off of each one of your imprint. It seems to be, let's take a look. So that dropped about 4 minutes. Let's do it on this one as well. That one also did 4 minutes. We still have one more over here if we need to test it again. But it seems to be pretty consistent with what we actually have. I think it's 2 hours normally on my server. So if you multiplied that by 4, that's actually only showing almost 30 minutes, to be fair. But actually, even a little bit less than that. That would only be about like I think it's going to be higher than that. I think from what I'm being told, what I've read, is it's going to be about 2 hours for you guys on official. Someone, yeah, if I'm wrong on that, maybe go ahead and leave it in the comments below just so everyone kind of knows what it is. I do have kind of higher rates just so I can test things and actually show you guys what they look like here on the unofficial server or on my private server. So that's kind of that. Now I do want to go ahead and dispel the one rumor that I know people have been bringing up, is that makes it so that they follow a little bit better, which is not the case. So if I actually, let's go take a look at this one here. Can we actually get you out of the wall there, bud? Let's lower your range here real quick. Behavior, following distance, lowest. Come with me. There we go. So actually, as you can see here, this guy hasn't... Okay, now it's too close. Too close. Let's go back down to low here, bud. Can we get out of here? I don't even know if we can get... Oh, here we go. All right, so as you can see, he hasn't been trained at all, and he's still following me just fine. These guys, the training doesn't actually improve the how well they actually follow you. They just don't jump around anymore. I think that was kind of the training ad was probably just more of a meme from Wildcard. So yeah, so make sure you guys do that. That will actually help you. It does still keep the same amount of imprinting bonus when you actually imprint on them. So basically, it just makes it so you can lower the time overall and make sure you get that 100% before it's finished. So I hope that's helpful. Let's go ahead and jump on to tip number 3, 2. I'm losing count. This is the second tip in the video. Let's go to the next one here. Tip number 3. This is going to be called the, let's just call it the poop scoop, just because it's hilarious. Anyway, so this is going to be kind of a double tipper. What I wanted to go ahead and do is make sure that a lot of you guys are probably already aware of this part, right? Shove your snails inside one of the leashes and let them just kind of wander around. They don't come out. Makes it super, super simple. However, what you're probably not aware of is the next part. Check this out. If we go ahead and bring this gacha, you know what? Oof, yeah, I didn't think this was going to fit. Okay, sorry, construction crew. We're going to have to do a little renovation here. Whoa, whoa. What the? Why is that happening? What's going on here? Hello? Okay, we're not gonna use that apparently. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Be right back, guys. Let's just get this done for you. Alright, poop scoop commences. So as you can see, you're probably gonna get the gist right about now. What we do is we bring a gacha and you set it in here with the little circle. So what this actually does is it picks up so much paste. Not even kidding. I mean, we have a lot of snails here anyway. We'd get a decent amount of paste. A lot of people actually have quite a bit more paste anyway, or a lot more snails, so this is going to be even more effective. Obviously, the more snails, the better this works. But as you can see, this guy's just picking it up. I mean, he's already at 9 and we just started. Let me go ahead and fast forward the video here. I don't know how long. We'll just fast forward it a little bit and show you guys kind of what the actual effect looks like. Take a look here. Okay, so you can see he's picking up a lot of paste. Now, obviously, yes, this is going to be a little bit slower than actually just grabbing paste off of these guys, but this is passive. No one ever used this poop before. This literally just sat around, wasted away, and it's gone. So you can see here we've actually got a lot of paste, and this is a very, very good, effective way to get paste. We actually do this on official now, and I'm not even kidding. Maybe a day or two later, we had an entire gacha full of paste. It was crazy, crazy. So the more snails you have, the more effective this is. This is a way to gather those resources you never were using before, and I hope this one helps. Let's go and jump onto the last tip here. I was gonna say this is the last tip, and it might be, but this is gonna be another twofer basically, or it might even actually be a threefer. So the first tip, or first part of this tip really, is what you want to do and what you need to find is one of these guys here. You need to find one of these gachas that actually produces element dust. And the reason for that being is because it's by far the fastest, easiest way to get element in the game right now. A lot of mega tribes, a lot of bigger tribes are abusing the crap out of this, which is not, I mean, maybe not abusing, but they're using this like no other. So the lower level, the better. That's going to be kind of the hint here, the big tip here. The reason for that being is because you're going to want to use one of these bad boys. You're going to want to use a cloner on the thing because these are super, super rare. Check this out. So just to get one into the video for you guys, look how many gachas I ended up having to spawn. I had to spawn this many gachas just to find one. There's a bunch more over there, bunch in here. One of these doesn't even have element dust, just the lower level one. The higher level one doesn't have one. So I teamed, what is this, like 30, 40 gachas before I even found one. So they're very, very rare, so you really, really want to get one. The other key again is that you want the lowest level possible because you're going to go ahead and clone him like crazy. So preferably you want two. You want a male and a female, obviously, because you can still pair them up. And look at the cost on this. So if I actually go to clone this, is it going to work? Why is it not working? Clone, clone. Okay, so with the 225, which is max level with max efficiency, it's going to cost me 140 shards, which is, what is that going to be, roughly 140 element, which isn't the worst thing ever, but check this out. So let's move this guy off and bring on the level 7. If you don't know this, lower level, the less cost it's going to have overall, and you don't want to level this guy up. Whatever you're going to use for a cloner, do not level him up, because the higher level, again, the more it's going to cost. This one right here, this is going to cost us almost 20 element. It's only going to cost us 20 element to clone this thing, and he's going to produce element like crazy. So even if he's not a higher level, he still produces a really good element cost. Let me go ahead and get some items in here for you just to actually show you how much each one does. I went ahead and filled them with pellets, but I wanted to actually show you what I'm going to feed it, because this is going to be basically tip number 2, or the second part of this tip. What you're going to want to start feeding gachas are these right here. Plant Y. You can also use plant Z, but let's actually get some. Do we have some in here? We do. Okay. Let's get a couple stacks here real quick. Plant Z, and you'll actually notice if you start watching some of these bigger streamers or some of these YouTubers, they actually have quite a few plant X now, or plant Y, and it's not necessarily for defense. Yes, obviously it helps for defense, but this is the real reason. You can farm these like crazy. They're super easy. You don't actually even have to leave base to get these, and he will eat them for the best loot in the game. So you don't have to use war maps anymore. You don't have to use vertical cables. You don't have to use any sort of actual structures. He will actually craft the best stuff in the game based off of just these 2 plants. So you can use plant Y, you can use plant Z. Both of them work basically the same. So we've got owl pellets, we've got plant Z in there, and he gave us maximum element. So 180 is actually the max that he can possibly get. This is off of a level 7. There's no actual imprinted skill in here, so I haven't gotten any crafting skill, nothing like that. And he went ahead and gave us a good amount of element. Now think about this. If you have 2 of these going at the same time, you're getting 180, you're getting 360 per. If you have 6 of them going, you're literally getting 1 element every, I think it's like every 20 seconds or something like that. So I mean, you're getting, and if you maximize that to a minute, you're getting 3 element per minute off of 6 gachas. It's crazy. It's so good. So the basically that's the tips all in one here. So get gachas with element dust, get low level gachas with element dust, and then clone the crap out of them, and also feed them plant X, or not plant X, plant Y or plant Z. Either one, doesn't matter. Both of them work really well. And yeah, that's going to kind of wrap up this video. I'm probably going to do, I was going to do some more tips and tricks on orbital drops and show you guys how to do them, but I think I'm just going to do a video on the easiest way to do each level of orbital drops, because it seems like there's a lot of questions on that. So we're probably going to go ahead and wrap it up. We still got construction workers out here breeding. If you guys want to go ahead and help, if we have any PvE or RP builders in here that want to help me make Phaedread labs a little bit easier to handle, a little less sore on the eyes, would definitely appreciate it. And thanks guys, thanks for watching. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications. And again, if you guys want to go ahead and help out with our donations or the charity event, go ahead and hit up our Discord. Links in the description below. Thanks so much guys, and peace.